But the honest truth is, whether it is a marriage or whether it is dating, it's always a risk. It's always
Mm.
a risk, but it's just about the process. How are you in that process? Are you fully engaged in that process and then seeing how it goes and knowing when to end it? Or
Mm.
are you 1 foot in and 1 foot out? That's how I see it. And if you're
Mm.
Yeah.
doing that 1 foot in, 1 foot out, then you can never really see the potential of where it would go, because you're always
Yeah.
comparing that person to another person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beg to differ,
Yeah.
but
And I
I
feel like
respect
as
your
well,
views.
Yeah.
you
This
shouldn't,
is
like,
why it's debatable.
what are we defining as dating? Because there's meeting someone, there's getting to know
That's
them,
a good
there's chatting to
question.
them,
That's a
and then
good question.
establishing whether or not you want to enter into some type of
Yeah.
agreement or relationship with that person.
Hmm.
Let's not confuse dating someone with going on dates. Now, going
Yeah.
out to
Okay.
eat,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah,
going
exactly,
out to
Yeah.
eat,
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
going
Yeah.
out to
But
eat, going out to the cinema, going out to do this and going out to do that. Yeah, that's very much single. You've made no agreement with someone.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
okay.
about, to be frank, yeah.
but
So
but
thanks
I
for
still
Personally,
throw
for
I still
helping me
throw
clear
my
that.
spanner in the works and
all right, go
dealing
on,
with the
throw your
actual
spanner in, throw your
and
spanner
dealing
in,
with the
love.
actual
Go on
question,
in.
which is probably why we will definitely agree to disagree. And the spanner in the
Mm,
works is the actual topic: single till married. So whether
mm,
you're dating various people, like you rightly said, just getting to know them at the initial stages, whether you said that I'm going to commit to this person or not, will you still regard yourself as pretty much single until you're married? So
Hell yeah.
this is where I guess Winnie has made her stance
Mm,
clear that is one by one. You cannot have
mm,
different
Yeah.
people around, at the
yeah.
same time. Whereas there's some people, which I almost sit at the fence at, that say, well, at the
Mm,
end of the day, if I'm not being sexually committed with you, like we've now established and we've agreed that it's
mm,
not about sleeping around and all that kind of stuff. If I'm
mm,
not being sexually committed to you, right, we remove that part out, I have the
mm,
right to get to know you and form that kind of commitment with you, but also have my reserve just in case it doesn't work out. I can
mm.
even, I don't want to, I don't like to expose, but I will use, I believe my mother did something quite similar.
Eh, what the
Friend,
we're
Fire.
listening.
snitch.
Fire.
So you
Exposure.
guys probably have heard similar stories of times,
Do you know what? I'm
you know?
not. No, let's be real. We've all done it, man. Don't lie, man. Stop being.
Yeah,
Stop trying
it's
to act.
true. It's
Stop trying to
true.
act
Yes.
all
Yeah,
like.
And
it's
that's
true.
where
We've
the
all
big
done it.
question, that's where the big
Yeah.
question is that, was that a wrong move? Is that a wrong move for those that are
Mm,
single and are in that position where they know that the partner that they may have said, okay, I'll agree to take this one seriously, but at the same time I need to play it safe because I don't know if he's actually the one per se, because it may not have been revealed to you so soon,
mm.
so you might be sticking on the fence and be like, okay, it's quite safe, because believe it or not, remember, before you get married, there are some other guys that come your way, especially if you're
Yeah.
beautiful and attractive.
Yes. Yes.
You're not
Yeah.
going to be just that one you've decided to commit to. There'll be other
Yeah.
guys that will try their luck as well. Is it okay for you to be sidetracked? Is it okay to say, oh, okay, maybe this other one, I can still talk to him as well and see who is actually going to be the one that I want to settle with properly and maybe take it to engagement and into the marriage? Is it okay
Mm.
to sit at the fence? Should you really be giving someone your 100%, I'm in for this, babe, 100%, I'm going to ride or die with you till we walk down that
Ride
aisle?
or
This is
die
not
girlfriend or
guaranteed,
boyfriend.
you know?
But this is the
Should you
thing,
be
though.
committing so much time for just that one person? Or should you really, is it okay to spread your wings a bit and play it
Mm.
safe and be like,
Well, this
okay, the
is.
one that's going to engage me, just maybe that's the one I will go for, or
Mm.
I can see. Maybe I'll pray about it a bit more, but I gotta say that this one is the one that I say that, okay, yeah, this is my husband for sure. Because sometimes that might not be the case, that you can see it from the beginning. It may be much later, so you might have to juggle a bit for the initial stages. Is there anything wrong with that? That's basically what we're really dealing with, and we need
Yeah.
to say there certainly is, and there
There's
everyone.
something wrong with it.
Yeah. You see, I'm stuttering because I'm trying to enter, trying to come in there. You see, this is the thing. I don't think that there is any real confusion with establishing that the relationship that I'm currently in just isn't the one that I want to end up with being married to, if you understand what I mean. Like, I don't think that there's any confusion there. I think probably where there's confusion is how are we playing the field nowadays? Like, how are we getting to find and locate our spouse? And I think this is the real question here. Is it okay to try and find the right person. And by doing that, speaking to other people and trying to work out, okay, can I get into a relationship with this person? Can I get into a relationship with that person? Because the truth is, no one meets someone and gets married straight away.
That's right.
And in most cases, the first person that you date or you get into some sort of agreement or relationship with is not the same person that you end up marrying. It works like that for some, but not for everybody. Even back in the day, and if we want to go back in the day, the person that you end up courting or having a sort of not even a proper agreement with, but the person that you end up sort of planning your marriage with is someone who's shown interest in you to marry you. So again, the standards of dating has changed so much. Back then, it was dating so we can get married. Now it's dating to see if I actually want to marry you. It's really strange. There's a gray area there. So it's like back then it's dating or it's courting because we are going to get married. Sorry, should have said that clearer. And then nowadays it's dating because I want to see, are you the kind of person that I want to settle down with? That's for those people that are taking it seriously.
It depends how far back you're going, because back then, you weren't dating. Yeah, they were going to see your mom or your dad's to co-sign that I want to marry your daughter. That's it. And I don't know what the divorce rates were then, statistically, what that showed. But
good point.
Obviously, we live in a different day and age. And as we've gone further into modern day, the dating habits, the dynamics with dating has changed so much. And like Levine said earlier, Winnie said earlier that, you know, with everything in life, there's a risk. But I think risk also needs to be managed. Yeah. How do you manage that risk? Because no matter what you decide, there's definitely going to be risks involved. But I think where I'm kind of, I guess, promoting or co-signing dating different people, aka not sleeping around, aka you're not in committed relationships with these people. You're just seeing whether or not their personality, their attributes, what they're doing in life, what their aspirations are, what their goals are compatible with your own. All I'm trying to say is that I think it's a bit more of a risk when you put so much, I guess, expectation, hope, time invested, money invested, emotions invested, mental invested into one person, and that person completely drops the ball. You are going to be devastated.
Basically, marrying someone before you get married.